it's that time again. Time for me to sit down with all of chat beside a fireside and tell for you a story. The continuation of a story about a young teenager who apparently can kill fucking everything. And his vampire girlfriend, maybe, if we go that route. And all this other shit that I don't know that will eventually lead into multi-blood, which I do kind of know. So alright, let's continue. So when we last left off, we were moving into a super cool mansion that we were kind of exiled from because the main character's father, Shiki's father, decided to disown him and all of his claim to the inheritance because he was, you know, kind of nearly killed as a child, and that clearly marked him as weak. But that guy died, so now we're going back to the mansion, which is currently run by Shiki's younger sister. And lived in by her, him, and their two maids, Hisui and Kohaku. And we just met a really weird guy who seemed to have a dog inside of him or something or other, but he disappeared. So anyway, now it's the next day after, I think, the first night. And Shiki's reflecting. Sensei told me my eyes could see the points where things could easily be broken. If that thing were to be a person, then what I would see would be their vital spots. Lines which, if cut, could break something apart without any effort. With those lines, even things hard as steel could easily be cut. In other words, everything in existence has this destiny of breaking internalized within it. This is something inescapable for anything with a physical form, Shiki. That's what Sensei had said. I was still a child back then. I remember finally understanding what she meant and getting scared. In other words, the world is full of cracks and it could collapse at any instant. If there are scribbles all over the ground, then there's the possibility that the earth would start breaking apart if I walk over it. When I realized what she meant, I thanked Sensei from the bottom of my heart for the glasses she gave me. I couldn't have gone on living if I had continued to see the lines all the time. The points where things could easily be broken. There isn't a single advantage to being able to see them. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar voice. It is morning. It is time for you to awaken, Shiki-sama. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday it sends chills down my back. Oh god, the lines. I wake up. Hisui stands far from the bed like a statue. Ellipsis. Where am I? Good morning, Shiki-sama. The girl in the maid uniform bows. Oh, yeah, I came home. Right. I push myself up, looking around the room. For people that don't want to watch Tsukihime, CD is currently playing around with that Sonic game on the double stream. I feel a sharp pain in my temples. Huh? Are you looking for your glasses? Hisui gently hands me my glasses. Oh, there they go. Phew. I let out a breath. Last night, before I went to sleep, I had the feeling I was seeing the lines even with my glasses on. Seems like it was just my imagination. And it was just my imagination running away with me. And it's because I slept in an unfamiliar room, but my mind is hazy. Shiki-sama? Hisui calls out to me. Shaking my head, I shake away my sleepiness. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. There's no need to thank me. It is my duty to come and wake you, Shiki-sama. Hisui gives a plain and completely expressionless response. Even in an unfavorable light, I think Hisui's features are beautiful. It should be wonderful for such a girl to wake me every morning, but Hisui never smiles, so I don't feel that happy about it. What a shame. If Hisui only had half of Kohaku's brightness, she would really be cute. Do you need something? Realizing that I'm looking at her, Hisui stares straight back at me. No, nothing at all. Waking up with you there makes me feel like I'm really at the Tono Mansion. Now then, getting off the bed, I stretch out both arms. Suddenly, I realize I'm wearing pajamas. I'm sure that yesterday Huh? I thought I slept in my uniform last night. Yes. Since it is bad for your health to do so, Nae-san change your clothes and put you to bed afterwards. Mitsuri explains it as if it was something perfectly natural. I see. She changed my clothes. Sure, I could have caught a cold if I just slept like that. This is the kind of attentive stuff you'd expect from it. Wait a minute! What? I quickly check my pants and underwear. My pants are brand new pajama pants. Even my underwear is new. Huh. What? I want to say, what the hell did you do? But somehow the words are stuck in my throat. Gotta calm down and think things over for now. Let's see. First of all, half the blame belongs to me. And the one who changed me wasn't Hisui, that was her sister, Kohaku-san. It'd be wrong to complain to Hisui. Hisui. Yes, what is it? You don't have to do anything uncalled for like this from now on. If you have to, please wake me up. I can change myself, so I'd like to do so. My face is a deep red as I say all of this. Hisui obediently nods in affirmation. Your uniform is folded and awaits you over there. Please come to the sitting room after you have changed. I swear there are vampires here somewhere. Ellipsis. Damn it. How careless could I be? It was careless of me to begin with when I fell asleep on the bed like that, but to have not woken up while I was being changed is over the top. Usually I would have sensed it, but maybe I was just really tired? Complaining to myself isn't going to change anything. I can't just keep standing there talking to myself like an idiot, but I can. I better hurry up and change, then grab breakfast. The school uniform is neatly folded and my shirt is even ironed. Damn. Passing my wrist through the sleeves feels good. It's that fresh, brand new feeling. No, there's nothing wrong with being naked, is there? Nope. Yup. There was nothing wrong with it, but I couldn't help being embarrassed at the fact that I was being changed by the warmly smiling Kohaku-san. To top things off, the face in the mirror keeps smiling from time to time despite being red. Are you really okay, Tonoshiki? I thought you were supposed to be uneasy about staying here, you amateur. Akiha and Kohaku-san are relaxing in the sitting room. Akiha is wearing the uniform of the Asagami Ladies Academy, a famous school for young girls. They're drinking tea together gracefully, as if breakfast ended a long time ago. Oh man. Do you want to say hi to our sister, or to Kohaku, or to both of them? Good evening, or good morning, ladies! 3. Well, it would be rude to say good morning to one and not the other. Sure, why not? Good morning, you two. Good morning, Shiki-san. Wearing a red apron that suits her, Kohaku-san replies with a smile that could not possibly be any larger. Could not possibly be any larger. On the other hand, Akio just casts a glance at me. Good morning. You certainly took your time this morning, Nissan. She certainly knows how to put a damper on things. Took my time? It's barely past 7. It only takes 30 minutes to get to school from here, so I'm actually up early. So you're saying you're going to finish breakfast in just 10 minutes? You're not some starving dog, so if you're going to eat breakfast, I'd like you to take your time. Well, excuse me, princess. Akiha's words really do have thorns. I'm not a dog, Akiha. Then I remember. Speaking of dogs, there is what happened last night. Hey, what about what happened last night? Does that happen every night? What? Akiha tilts her head slightly in response to my question. Seems the point of my question has completely failed to reach her. I'm talking about what happened last night. That noisy woof, 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 woof racket. Even you wouldn't have been able to sleep with that going on, right? Nissan? What are you talking about? What? I'm talking about last night, of course. Around 11 at night. Some stray dogs were barking their heads off. Akira and Kohaku-san exchanged looks, and then together, they both looked back at me. It's like they think I'm some kind of nutcase. I can't just let this slip by. Fine, I'm not asking you anymore, Akira. Kohaku-san, it was really noisy last night, wasn't it? Was it really? I did think the wind was quite strong, but the only thing I found while looking around late at night was you sleeping in your uniform on top of your bed. Oh, yeah. I'll be more careful from now on. What? What happened, Kohaku? No, nothing in particular. Shiki-san just had bad sleeping posture, that's all. Kohaku-san dodged Aki's question with a smile. Come to think of it, Kohaku-san is calling me Shiki-san now. Seems like Hisui passed on my message from last night. Are you sure neither of you noticed? Those dogs were barking for about 30 minutes straight last night. Like, woof, 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 won, 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 won. If that isn't noisy, I don't know what is. It really was, though. Woof, woof, panic, wasn't it? Somehow I get the feeling Kohaku-san's missed the point, and I may have missed the reference. Well, that's basically how it was. I don't remember anything like that. You don't either, do you, Kohaku? No, I don't. Sorry, Shiki-san. There wasn't anything particularly like that last night that I can remember. As decided, the only possibility left I can think of is that Nii-san had a dream about it. Well, now that she mentions it, maybe it was a dream, but... You must have had a nightmare because you aren't used to the mansion yet, Nii-san. No, I know what. If that's for dog barks again tonight, perhaps we shall start keeping extra vicious guard dog here. A malicious giggle comes out of Akira. I'm now out of time, so please excuse me, Nii-san. Please do take care not to get attacked by any dogs on your way to school. Fine. Akira leaves the sitting room. Kohaku-san leaves to escort her to the doorway. Ellipsis. Well, now seems like a good time to come to a conclusion. Given what's happened from last night up until now, it's a no-brainer to work out that for some reason, Akira really, really hates me. Huh. I'll leave for the lobby after I eat the breakfast Kohaku-san made for me. Hisui's in the lobby waiting with my bag. Will there be enough time, Shiki-sama? Yeah, it's not even 20 minutes to school from here if I run. It's 7:30 now, so I can make it even if I take the long way. Satisfied with my explanation, Hisui nods. Very well, I will escort you out. Yeah, thanks. It's a terribly embarrassing thing to have a personal servant. Shiki-san, please wait. With pattering footsteps, Kohaku-san runs down from the second floor. Ellipsis? Hisui steps back and falls silent as Kohaku-san appears. Huh? Weren't you with Akira? Lady Akira goes to school by car. Since I had something to give you this morning, I stayed behind. Something to give me? Yes. This came from the Arima family yesterday. Kohaku-san smiles. Eh? But I have all my luggage already. The things I used while I was at the Arima's house all belong to them, so all I've got are my own clothes. Really? But this was sent here nonetheless. Kohaku-san hands me the thin wooden box, perhaps 20 centimeters long. It's not heavy at all. Kohaku-san, I've never seen this before. Well, apparently it was left to you by your departed father. It was to be given to you in the will. By my old man? Can't feel anything about that. What's the old man who expelled me from this mansion 8 years ago doing leaving me things? Oh well. Kohaku-san, please take it to my room for me. Kohaku-san is staring intently at the wooden box. She seems almost like a child who wants a toy. Stare. No, she is a child. I get it. You want to know what's inside, right? Oh, not at all. I really wondered for a moment. Like I said, you wonder what's inside. Alright, let's open it. 1, 2, 3. With a dry sound, the wooden box opens. Inside there's a 10-centimeter bar of thin iron. It's an iron bar. Undecorated and worn, has finger marks all over it. Wow. The old man must really have hated me to leave me a piece of junk like this. No, Shiki-san. It's a fruit knife. She takes the iron bar out of the box. See? Isn't it one of those folding knives? 1, 2, 3. With a pachink, a 10-centimeter blade pops out from the bar. Oh! I see. It certainly is a knife. It's old, but it seems pretty solid. The year and the era where it was made is written on the back. Kawako-san replaces the blade and hands over the knife. Well, there's certainly a number written on the grip. The character 7, and under it the character Knight. 7 Knights? Oh god, what's that movie? The Grudge? No, something else. Nei-san, there's no era by that name. It just says Natsuyoru. Huh? Surprised, I turn around. Hisui, who had been silent until now, was looking at the knife over my shoulder. You surprised me. Hisui, you should say something. You don't have to look over my shoulder like that, you know? If you want to see it, I'll show it to you. Want to see my knife? Ah. Hisui's cheeks suddenly become a little redder. But please excuse me. That knife is so beautiful that I could not help myself. Beautiful? You really think it's beautiful? It was trying to beat up to me. Not at all. The temper of the blade is masterful. I think it is a knife with its own proper history. Really? Looks like a piece of junk to me. But since Hisui seems so convinced, I begin to feel the same thing. Sure, why not? Huh. In a certain way, I guess it's not such a bad inheritance. I can shank a bitch. 7 Knights. Maybe that's the name of this fruit knife. Maybe, but I can't imagine him naming a knife like that. Whatever the case may be, it's obviously an antique. Well, in any case, I believe in taking what's given to me. I replace the blade and put the knife in my trouser pocket. Sure, bring it to school. Why not? Shiki-sama, have you enough time? Nope. I have to get going. Well, Kawako-san, thanks for the delivery. You're welcome. Kawako-san smiles and waves. Leaving the doorway, I pass through the garden. As I pass out of the mansion gates, I sense a commotion. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening on the right side of the mansion. I heard that someone found bloodstains on the road east of the mansion. Bloodstains? You mean stains from blood? Yes. There was blood on the mansion fence, too. The police came to inquire about what happened last night while you were sleeping, Shiki-sama. Does that mean someone died? No, all that has been found are the bloodstains. Huh. The east side of the mansion, that's around where the man in the black coat was last night. Bloodstains. Traces of blood. Traces of red. Come to think of it, I get the feeling I saw something red. Shiki-sama? Oh, no, it's nothing. Shaking my head, I shake off the bad images. Well, I'll be going now. Thanks for seeing me off, Hisui. Goodbye. Please take care on the way. Hisui bows deeply. I'm not sure what to take care about, but she's probably just worried about my health. Yeah, thanks. You take care too. You too, Hisui. It's only right to repay good intentions with good intentions. With an energetic wave of the hand at Hisui, I'll leave the gates of the mansion behind. And I walk along the unfamiliar streets. This will last for pages. Up until now, I've been going to school from the armor house, so it's the first time I've taken this route to school. It's the only path I'm taking that's different, but I feel like I'm going to a new school. It's so exciting. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students from my school around. Apparently, there's not many that live around here. 7:30 in the morning. Can't see anyone running along the streets in a school uniform except me. The business district is in a rush of activity. As usual, the scene is one of suited firm employees gearing themselves for today's battle. But no, it's not quite the same as usual. For the last few days, the atmosphere has been a little heavier in this town. It's probably because of that their serial killing thing. There are less people in the streets in the evenings now, too. You better cut down the hanging out at night, Arihiko. The face of my bad friend drifts into mind. He'd be the sort to carry on hanging out at night regardless of the atmosphere in town. Well, it's not like he's gonna listen to a word I say anyhow. Fuck that guy. I started to see some people in school uniforms intermingling in the crowd. It was only about 10 minutes until the school gates close. I dashed along the asphalt street so I won't be late. And I arrive. Seems like it took 20 minutes rather than 30 from the mansion. I had to leave around 7 if I want to go slowly, since I ran several times on the way. And in the classroom, just minutes before homeroom, it's full of commotion. And that music. Scattered all over the classroom are classmates, intent on talking until the teacher arrives. It's like a festival, even though there are only a few minutes left. I eased my way to the seat to the next to the window. Then, yo, you're late, Tono. In stark contrast to the otherwise pleasant classroom, there's this guy with a big grin on his face. In addition, good morning, Tono-kun. He's coming by someone very unexpected. OMG, a girl! Senpai, why are you in our classroom? Dumbfounded, I point to Seal Senpai like I'm looking at a ghost. Huh? Is it so unusual? I was just wondering if you were in class, so I decided to come over to see you, Tono-kun. Unusual? The seniors never come to the junior classrooms. There's all sorts of reasons, but the biggest one is that they're just too far apart. Oh, I see. Senpai nods with a serious face. You don't have to worry about that. Despite my appearance, I'm a fast runner. It takes me less than a minute to get to my class downstairs from here. She emphasizes her point. Ellipsis. I guess she's just not the kind of person who cares what other people think. Quit whining, Tono. What's wrong with it anyway? Senpai is here because she wants to be. Arihiko, being Arihiko, plonks himself down on my desk and starts up a merry conversation with Senpai. Excuse me, I was using this. I don't mind, but you gotta get back to your class 2 minutes before homework starts, Senpai. I feel tired for some reason. Sighing, I sit down. Anyway-kun, it seems Tono-kun is feeling down. Yeah, he's probably feeling irritable because he's not used to his life after moving. Tono doesn't mind most things, but he's got a bad habit of throwing a fit when faced with things he doesn't understand. Like girls. Really? Tono-kun doesn't seem like the type to get angry. Nope, that's not true. Tono, you see, is pretty mature, but when he encounters something he doesn't understand, kaboom! Huh, kaboom, is it? Yep. He'll change your opinion once you see him lose it, so you can't just trust him like that, Senpai. The two of them whisper to each other, I'm right here. Hey, listen, if you're going to talk privately, do you mind doing it, privately? I can hear every word you say when you do it on my desk, so there's no real point to it. And yeah, CD is playing Sonic on the dubs. What? You could hear us? You're right there. No good sitting here after being hit with an act like that. Senpai puts her hand to her mouth. I can't tell how serious she is. How serious she is. If it's Senpai, she may have actually intended to talk privately. That's terrible, Tono. Listening on the lovey-dovey private conversation between Senpai and me. You've sure got some nasty hobbies. Arihiko points at me. Are you trying to pick a fight with me, Arihiko? Come on, bro. Please do. Right now I'm more than willing. Arihiko shakes his head. Of course not. You're my dear friend, right? I exchange fists with even my parents, but I have a policy of not fighting with my friends. I'm the very model of chivalry. Amazing. I guess chivalrous people could punch their parents in the world that's inside his head. No, oh I see. That's a wrong policy. Ha! You pretend to be depressed, but deep down you're the same Tono as always. Damn, I had nothing to worry about after all. Duh, he just cares. And Arihiko hits me a couple times on the back. Arihiko, were you worried about me just then? Don't ask me trivial stuff like that, you dumbass. Isn't it obvious? It's only good if I do it without you, what? Noticing. Arihiko hits me on the back some more. We've been friends for a long time, but I still can't get a hold on this guy's personality. He also needs to button up his shirt. So, how's your new house? Pretty heavy and stressful by the looks of it. Can't really say. I had a bad dream last night, and the people at my house gave me the coldest shoulder. I see. Sounds rough. Mariko nods with a difficult expression. Ellipsis. And Senpai is silent, staring at us while we have our trivial conversation. Well, now who's eavesdropping? Senpai? Tono-kun, you really do get on well with Inui-kun. You serious, Senpai? You must need thicker glasses if that's what you think after seeing what just happened. Not at all, Tono-kun. You just look really relaxed when you're with Inui-kun. Clearly, he's the original true pairing. You're really open and trust him a lot. Senpai smiled and something or other. I skipped the text. Question mark. Arihiko and I exchanged looks and tilted our heads. Oh, I'm so envious. I really admire how your friendship allows such understanding without you getting worried over each other. Senpai's impressed. Really? Arihiko and I exchanged looks and raised our eyebrows. Duh, they're bros. That's right. It's just that you two don't realize it. But maybe it'll end if you do. In that case, it'd be best if you two just remained as you are. Yes, truly a miraculous balance. Well, I guess you can say our relationship is a miraculous tightrope. Ariko nods in agreement. Well, I guess that's one point we agree on. Nah, it's almost time. I'll be going now. Did you watch the news this morning, Tono-kun? No, the house I moved to doesn't have a television, so I can't watch the morning news. Is that so? Well, I'll just ask you straight out then. There was a big match on today's morning news. Is that where you live? This morning's news? Well, yeah, right. Now that she mentions it, Husui said the police had to come to talk. Yeah, that must be my house. I heard the police came this morning to ask us questions. Is that so? It wakes me up playing late at night, Tono-kun. She leaves quickly. I watch her silently. And... Tono. What? I'm not listening to any more of your trivial garbage. It's not trivial. It's become a big problem. I've become so familiar with Senpai that even she comes here to see you over the space of one day. Ariko stares at me gravely. Well, I don't know anything about it. I only started talking to her recently. Maybe she just came here on a whim today. Come to think of it, aren't you pretty familiar with her too? No way, man. It's taken me 7 days to get her to remember my name. Oh? Well, that's unusual. Wasn't it your policy not to deal with the girls you can't pick up in a day because they're too much trouble? Well, that's for normal girls, but Senpai is different. I kept it a secret all this time, but actually You like senior girls who look good with glasses on, don't you? You knew all along, my dear friend. Yeah, I knew. We're friends, after all. We get along, and we've got the same interests. We both like girls, totally. I see. You can understand how good Senpai is, too, can't you? Hey, wait! Yeah, like I said, we've got similar interests, right? That's why we're into the same type of woman. I'm not sure who's talking now. Ariko nods in agreement and heads back towards his own seat. I guess it was a short friendship, Tono. Yeah, exactly right. Where is the fucking t-shirt? Oh, there he is. The morning lessons are over. It's lunch break, and Ariko's gone on ahead to the cafeteria. Now, where should we go? Classroom, cafeteria. Classroom, cafeteria. I have no idea if this will even matter. Let's save. 2? Go hang out with our brosif. I decided to eat in the chaotic, student-filled cafeteria as usual. For some reason, the udon and soba are better than the meal sets out of school, so naturally I decided to have some udon. Thanks for telling. Sitting down at the table, I eat my tanuki udon. The cafeteria's TV is showing the news. The news is having a special feature on the serial killings. Who wants to talk about murders? It's been a whole month since the killing started, but no one yet has any idea who the killer is. He's an unidentified killer, leaving no trace and acting with no motive. His identity still remains a mystery, even though there's already been 8 killings in our little town alone. It's certainly very frightening, says the newscaster. But I love dead bodies. 5th period. Feeling sleepy at the classics lecture, my gaze drifts outside the window. And a crow is perched on the classroom veranda. Not the blue crow from last night, but just an ordinary black one. With his black eyes, the crow stares inside the classroom through the glass window. It's true that it's unusual for a bird to perch there, but it's not like it's some major event. But I'm gonna keep talking about it. Suddenly it comes at me. My vision gradually goes white as my sense of balance goes crazy. I feel the vision sways. Feels like something is building on the back of my head, and my brain feels heavy. Crap. I know this feeling. It's a precursor to an anemia attack. Is that a thing? The blood that's been building up inside the blood vessels in my brain forms black clots and slushes around inside my head, causing my vision to go black. If you have anemia, isn't it that your blood doesn't clot? Anyway, if I had to describe it, I would say it feels like darkness is pushing from my brain outwards towards my eyes. Thud. This is bad. I don't usually collapse in the middle of class, but when I do, fumbling in a world of darkness, I blindly use my desk for support. Even that becomes useless. I can't move my strength into my fingers. All I can do is fall towards the floor. Excuse me, sensei. And something hits me roughly on the back. Joe's looking pretty bad, so I'd like to take him to the infirmary. At some point, Arihiko would come up to me. You really feeling bad, Tono? I can hear the teacher's voice from his lectern. Oh, I think I'll be fine. Man, he's totally out of it. Wouldn't it be better for him to leave early? Arihiko makes this outrageous proclamation. I see. If you say so, anyway, then there's no mistake about it. I've already heard about Tono's health from Kinifuji, sensei. Tono, if you're not well, you may go rest in the infirmary or leave early. Sheesh. I don't know what's with him. Seems like the classics teacher has complete trust in what Arihiko says. Come on, you can go now. Your face is pale and all, but no one's gonna know you're feeling bad until you tell him, you know. Arihiko hits me in the back grumpily. I'll be leaving early then, sensei. He nods. Sorry about making you worried needlessly, Arihiko. Don't worry about it. We've been inseparable since middle school. I can tell him you're about to collapse from anemia. Arihiko heads back towards his own seat. Expressing my thanks for the look, I drag my leaden body out of class. Well, that's sure totally different from, being about to collapse. You just needed a good pat on the back. It's like Gears of War, in text form. I leave school. It would have been better to lie down in the infirmary. By this hour, it'd be after school by the time I wake up. That being the case, I decided I better go lie down in the mansion. It's only like a 20-minute walk. I guess I can do that. Whew. I think I'm feeling a little better. In fact, I should go to an arcade. But I don't, because this is a text-based book. I breathe in the outside air and feel a little rejuvenated. Sheesh. I'm surprised at my own body. 8 years ago, the person recovering from that near-fatal injury was becoming prone to sudden anemia. When I first left the hospital, it would happen at least once a day. Collapsing from dizziness became a daily routine for me. After some time, probably because my body had grown, the spontaneous dizziness and anemia became rarer. But from time to time, things still trigger dizzy fits and I still lose consciousness. I was lucky Arihiko caught me. Usually I wanted to pass out on the floor. Taking a slow, deep breath, I draw fresh air into my lungs. I can feel the blood pulled around the center of my head begin to swirl around again, so I head away from the school. I better go collapse in the middle of the road. I veer onto the main street. Yup. Once I get through here and leave the residential district, it's a direct path to the Tono mansion. Crap. So I haven't fully recovered yet. Putting my hand on my forehead, I realize it's harder than usual. I'm not going to do myself any good. I'm not going to do myself any good by pushing myself here until I collapse along the side of the road. Shit got the good line, guess there's no helping it. Disgusted with myself, I lean on the guardrail. I guess I'll just sit here and act cool for a bit until I manage to calm down. Oh god, I killed the soundtrack. Oh. Oh. Did we kill the game? Oh. There it goes. It's okay. It's okay. The game just needs to take a break and recover. It has anemia, you know. So once again, CD is currently streaming, I think, Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2 on the double stream. And yeah, cool story. Big the Cat is voiced by Duke Nukem. And Tsukihime died. Rise from your grave. Endgame. Good thing I saved. We went to the cafeteria. And nothing happened. Skippy, skippy. I don't think I have the button to make it go Sonic. Oh yeah, I do. Gotta go fast. I don't have much to do, so I just stare idly around at the street. People watching. It's just past noon on a weekday, but the street is filled with passers-by. Crowds of walking people. Millions of people. Nameless people without personalities walk straight ahead, without even casting a glance at the people walking beside them. God, wake up, sheeple. You're all NPCs. Even though there are so many people here together in this crowd, in the same space, they see only one thing. Everyone is their own main character, so they live the day from that perspective. And so, without really interacting with anyone else, they each reach the end of the day by themselves. In a way, you could say it's a very lonely thing. Saved. Ellipsis. I begin to think melancholy thoughts. Well, guess I'll go home now. I feel calmer, and all I'm doing here is wasting my time with pointless thoughts. Getting up from the guardrail, I resume heading home to the mansion so I can rest. Besides, it doesn't matter, because this is my story. That is, until I see her. OMG, a gaijin. Casually. All I did was casually cast my gaze into the crowd, but my vision freezes. Thump. Golden hair and red eyes. Her clothes are white. It's as if they're a symbol of herself. Thump. My pulse races. My veins and arteries spring into action. My nerves split one after the other. My spinal cord goes berserk as if it's about to leap out of my back. Thump. The girl walking in the crowd is just beautiful. Stare. The distant dizziness comes back to me. My consciousness swims, falling. Thump. I can't breathe. My fingertips tremble. The blood isn't reaching them. My whole body feels cold, like I'm freezing to death. Thump. My heart beats in a rush, urging me to hurry up. I can stand it no longer, and unintelligible words escape my mouth. I can't think. My brain tells me only one word. Thump. Just one word repeating in my brain. Her. That girl. I'm going to... I feel sick. I can't breathe. It hurts to breathe. For some reason, I can't remember how to breathe properly. My throat is burning. My eyes are about to burst. My palms are soaked. I feel so cold, but I'm drenched in sweat. I have to follow her. I have to follow that girl. Chase her, chase after her, and talk to her. My frozen feet begin to move. My breathing is ragged like that of a beast. I chase after the girl in white. The girl walks slowly. She doesn't realize I'm following her. If I run after her now, I can talk to her. Talk to her and ask her name. Ask her name? Who am I kidding? I know very well that's not what I want to do. I know, but I don't know. It looks like I want to do something else. But I can't precisely put what I want to do in words. The inside of my head is misted over like a rain cloud. My throat is hot. I can't breathe. But so what? It's only natural, right? I've just seen that great woman. It would be impolite to not get excited, wouldn't it? Stop her and ask her name? Huh! Give me a break. I'm not a kid after all. I don't fully understand it, but there's one thing I must do. I walk with my hands in my pockets. My fingers feel steel. How fortunate. The tools are all here. She walks. I'll leave plenty of room between us. She won't notice. So the other people around us won't suspect. She and I are complete strangers. That's why I have to do my best to make following her look natural. She walks into an apartment building. I don't go in yet, but instead watch from the outside. She takes the elevator up. The elevator stops on the 6th floor. I check the common mailbox on the 1st floor. There are 5 mailboxes for the 6th. I touch one of them and feel a sharp sensation. I smell it. There's no mistake. Her room is the 3rd one on the 6th floor. I enter the elevator and press 6. I'm excited. I grip the knife in my pocket tightly while in the small elevator. She's very close by. Just a little more and I can... her. Just thinking about it makes me feel ecstatic. My whole body feels like a sexual organ just before climax. I get off the elevator. The 6th floor corridor is empty. This is good. Quickly, quickly. I want to do it. I arrive in front of room 3. I'm about to press the doorbell when I stop. These glasses are in my way. I can't do what I've come to do with them on. It's a promise, Shiki. You should never cut those lines thoughtlessly. Ellipsis. Long ago, a woman told me such a thing. Right now, neither her name nor her face comes to mind. Slowly, I remove my glasses. This is Tsukihime. I can see the black lines, and not just them. Has something happened to my eyes? Or from those abominable lines, I can see points, like black holes. Countless numbers of them. I don't know myself what I'm trying to do. Why I'm trying to do this. What does Tonoshiki want to do with that girl? I don't know. Still, not knowing, I push the doorbell. Ding dong! Yes? I hear the voice behind the door and the door opens a crack. In that instant, I slip through it. Eh? The girl says. No, she tries to say. She will never get to finish what she tried to say. Because I cut her apart before she could. In that instant, I slip through the door. Not taking even a second, I draw the knife across the lines running throughout the girl's body. Stabbing. Slashing. Piercing. Driving. Splitting into pieces. Completely and utterly, I kill her. The black lines had divided her into 17 pieces. Through the neck, back of the head, from the right eye to the lips, upper right arm, lower right arm, right ring finger, left elbow, left thumb, left middle finger, left breast, from the rib to the heart, from the stomach to the abdomen, in 2 places, left groin, right left thigh, left leg, left toe, all of them. As I pass by her, not even taking a second. Truly, in an instant, entirely. I dismantle her into 17 pieces of meat. Eh? I can hear an incredibly dumb-sounding voice. Doesn't feel like the voice is coming from my own throat. Dizziness. The immense pieces of the girl lie before my eyes. Red blood all over the wooden floor like an overturned bucket of water. There's a choking scent of blood. The cuts are very clean, so her insides don't spill out. Only the color of red goes across the ground. Strange. There's nothing in the room. Nothing about the girl's scattered limbs and me standing there dumbfounded. What? A sea of red blood is spreading over the floor. In my hands I grip my knife, the murder weapon. She's dead. Of course she is. She wouldn't be human if she was alive. Why? There's nothing to ask. I just did it with my own hands. With my own hands, cleanly and instantly, I cut apart this girl I don't even know. I killed her? Yes, there's no mistaking it. Or am I mistaken? There's no reason for me to do such a thing. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. But I had no reason from the start. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. The red blood flows all over the floor. Slowly, the dark red string creeps around my feet. Surprised I lift my shoe, but I'm too late. Like cold tar, her blood makes a thread connecting the pool on the floor at my foot. It's red blood. The color I hate, still flowing even now. All because I cut her apart. It wasn't me? Yes, it has to be a mistake. A mistake, a mistake. Probably a mistake, definitely a mistake. This is... What is this? This is just a bad dream? Or this is, without a doubt, reality wrought by my own hands. What have we done? It's all just a dream. We're just gonna keep on dreaming, then we'll become P1 Persona Grand Prix champions, and we'll be the strongest men. Yeah, it's just fantasy. This is just a bad dream. But somehow this stench of blood smells so horribly real. Wrong. Yes. Wrong. But I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? Yes, I, Tonoshiki, wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that there was also money inside my head. I didn't put it into words. Wrong. I feel like throwing up from the smell of blood. Ugh. The contents of my stomach rise in my throat. Ugh. Crimson is stroking into my eyeballs. I feel dizzy. I fall down on my knees into the red sea of blood. Ugh. The gastric juices come up. I throw everything back up. It tastes like udon. My food, my gastric juices, everything while I cry. There's nothing left in my stomach. My body continues to force me to throw up as if trying to undo what has occurred and returning me to a normal life. Ugh. Pain. It hurts like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop and my body collapses to the floor like a pile of garbage. My knees sink into the red puddles spread all over the floor. Red starts to stain my body. It's so painful and red, it's like I'm dreaming. I keep crying. The fact that I killed someone is making me sad. People are sad when they are killed. No, that's not right. I'm sad because I killed without reason, like breaking apart a doll. I don't understand why I feel like this, why I killed her without reason. I can't find the reason. It's a lie. It doesn't feel real. So this is just one of those dreams I have when I faint. It's a lie. Besides, how can someone cut apart someone like that with just a knife? I read it in a book once. It takes a whole day of strange labor to cut someone up, even when using a saw. That's why there's no way I could have possibly done such a thing with just a knife. These lines never existed in the first place. Everything was just a delusion I had fallen for. It's a lie. Gastric juices drip from my lips, passing out of my mouth, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. Ugh. It hurts. That's why this isn't a dream. I'm just lying to myself. It's all lies. Yes, actually, I understand everything. I lusted after her. Just looking at her aroused me. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling I almost ejaculated. What? These eyes, too. If I knew these lines could cut things apart like paper being shredded, I should have just understood that even a person could be easily cut apart just like I did to her. I had lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am the sort of dangerous person who could easily cut just about anything, I should have put out these eyes or lived a life without seeing anyone. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Even such a simple promise was I able to keep. Have I gone insane? I don't know. There's even a trace of that impulse left. The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I didn't even consider trying to stop myself. Kill this girl. It seemed like the obvious thing to do. I went through with it. And the answer is simple. I must be insane. I've probably been mad since about 8 years ago when I miraculously came to life. From the accident. I can hear the sound of rain coming from somewhere. It's raining. I'm in a daze. My throat hurts when I try to breathe. Ouch. I can speak. Shiki-sama. Then I become aware of someone's presence near me. My room? Somehow I'm in my own room. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Isui? Yes. How are you feeling? Huh? Isui asked me an odd question. There's not a single thing wrong with my body, but... Why? Yes, why? Why am I asleep in a place like this? Oh, I was about to say killed someone, but I stopped myself. My brain tells me I shouldn't say those words. What am I doing here, Isui? Do you not remember? Your school called to say you left early. However, you did not come back even after dusk. So when my sister went to look for you, she found you resting in the park. Park? You mean the park near here? Yes, when she found you, you were resting on the park bench. Then you returned to the mansion on your own feet. You've got to be kidding. I don't remember any of that. I do not believe it is such an odd thing that your memory is unstable, Shiki-sama. It's difficult for me to say this, but when my sister brought you back, you were in a daze. I don't remember any of this, but I have no reason to doubt what Hisui says. Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. I don't remember anything. Yes. When you returned to the mansion, you said you wanted to sleep. My sister suggested that we call a doctor, but you said it happens all the time. I see. I guess I do collapse from anemia all the time, but this time it's different. Because I killed someone, huh? What did I look like, Hisui? Huh? My clothing, I mean. Was my uniform with the blood? It was stained with blood. The uniform was dirty, so I am washing it. Wash? You mean those blood-stained clothes? There was certainly mud on it, but nothing like blood. Eh? But it was so... Even though I was on my knees in a sea of blood, and both my arms and legs had been completely soaked red? Have you had a nightmare of some sort, Shiki-sama? You look like you were having a bad dream until now, and you do not look fine. Hisui stares at my face. A dream? That? A dream? Was it a dream? That feeling, that smell of blood, that hideously beautiful white girl. No, maybe you're right. That's just a bad dream. Phew. I breathe out slowly. That's right, it's got to be a bad dream. There's no way I would break my childhood promise to Sensei needlessly and for no reason. I'm finally awake. Yes. If you're feeling better, I will prepare dinner now. Dinner, huh? I was just a dream, but the color and smell of blood still lingers in my mind. No, it's fine. I'm just going to sleep like this tonight. More importantly, Hisui. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? Well... Seems like I came back after dusk. Did Akira say anything? Akira-sama was not home yet at the time. She came back about 2 hours ago and was informed of your condition through my sister. Hisui seems to suddenly ask, what about it? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if she was disgusted with me for causing her trouble on the second day after I've come back. It did seem like Akira-sama was distressed, but I would not say she was disgusted. Saying that, Hisui takes a step away from me. Well, I will be leaving now. Please call me if you need anything. Yeah, thanks. Oh, one more thing I forgot to ask. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? It's raining outside. When did it start? Before you came back, Shiki-sama. When my sister found you, you were drenched. Oh, I see. I can't even remember that. Seems like it was a pretty serious case of anemia. If that's the case, I shouldn't have pushed myself and should have just rested at school. Good night. Good night. I'm really sorry about today. Please express my gratitude to Kahaku-san too. I understand. Good night. Well, shit. A dream, huh? It's like I don't even know what I felt. But I can't understand what happened or how I feel about it. How do I know it was a dream? I can hear the sound of the rain outside. My mind still feels a little heavy. I glance down at my chest. The old wound from 8 years ago is still distinctly there, like a burn scar. On top of my desk lies the knife my father left me. That old blade which had cut that white girl into 17 pieces. That was a dream. Nothing more. I repeat this over and over again, trying to placate myself until I sleep. But when I was a child, I think someone told me once, don't tell lies that can't even fool yourself. The Black Beast. So, I can stop this now, and then I'll upload this hour recording to YouTube and stuff for anyone to, watch if they enjoy that sort of thing. And then there's enough time to do one more, to go until Bark Spawn again, if we want to keep on going. So I don't know. Do we want to keep on finding out what the fuck went on? Or is that enough weird shit for now? Side note, for anyone watching this on YouTube that didn't watch it live, and you're not part of the V2 community, you can join in and join the chat and tell me what the fuck decision I should make, and whether or not anemia is really such a thing that can do the things that it's doing to Shiki by going to http://www.vidya.de and join their community and stuff. Because it's more fun when we do it live. Well, alright, I'll stop this recording now and then start a new one.